Welcome to Tuesday Night Torg. I am JM, your GM, and here are my horsemen. We are back. Thank you all for being patient with us. I do keep an eye on the Ulysses Discord, so it was heartwarming to see all of the outpouring of love for the show. So thank you so much. We are back. When we last left off, the group had infiltrated the Psychic Research Institute, descending down into the depths of a Russian Tharkoldian facility, trying to rescue Archie. He's got two characters. They start with the same letter. To rescue Archibald Peacock, Sergeant Afoot, as well as several other members of this other Storm Knight team that the group has sort of discovered that they were here in Tharkold on a mission, but it's very clear that Lapis wants them dead for some reason. And in the bowels of this facility, I feel like I say bowels a lot on Fading Suns and Torg Knights, but you know what? In the bowels of this facility, the group came across Anton Spectacles. And they were both being tortured in different sort of gruesome ways. The other hacker sort of separated apart like a woman in a magician's magic trick where he cuts the woman in half and all of the pieces are still there but separate, except there's no box. She's just been disassembled. And Archie is full VR gear being tortured in some way. Lapis was there, and the group managed to they managed to start a fight. Anton started the fire. It was not burning since the world was turning, but he did enjoy the benefits of that. And the group found themselves fighting off several Technodemon subs, as well as a Technodemon Alpha that seems to have broken free of whatever control the humans who were in charge of this facility managed to subdue. And the fight broke out. The subs were dealt with, most of them. Genevieve is attempting to free Archie, but the Technodemon Alpha has reasserted its own dominance on the area. People have died, and in the most unlikely of situations, Lapis shot the Technodemon Alpha, turned to the group and said, the only way we're going to make this out alive is if we work together. So combat is still going on. The Alpha looms in front of you, skittering along the floor. And yes, I would agree that an even better introduction to this would be, all roads may lead to Rome, but all maelstrom bridges lead to the Horseman. And so, Lady Salvo, as you have a special connection with Lapis, I'm going to ask you to tell me when to stop shuffling.
Now.
Okay. Do you want me to cut?
Yes.
About there?
Yes. Yep, perfect.
All right. The first card is I have you now.
Yes.
Villains will go first. Heroes are stymied. Defend and taunt are the approved actions.
Oh, no.
The Technodemon Alpha, laughing as the bullets kind of rip into it, immediately reaches out a meaty hand, grasping Anton by the head, and slamming him up against the wall. There's a little blood spot on the wall as Anton goes limp and falls down. Additionally,
remind me not to miss a session, guys.
Additionally, chains burst free from its hands, and we're just gonna go. For those of you watching in the chat, 1-2 will be Lily, 3-4 will be Genevieve, and 5-6 will be Lady Salvo. And it is a 6, so Lady Salvo, he is going to attempt to to strike at you.
I defend.
I gotta make one little update. You have put your mask back on, revealing
Yes.
who you are.
I played Reality Surge.
That's
and that's
right.
Still active. So it's very dramatic as I defend with a natural 1, which means it's still a +1.
It's still a +1.
A minimum of +1. So I got +1 in my defenses right now.
Lady Salvo, in a bizarre move seeming to leap into the blow. 1 second. The GM said, needing his GM screen. All right, so a 19 is a +6.
Woo! Nice roll.
It was a nice roll. I'm assuming a 21 will still connect with you.
Just barely.
Just barely, so it is not
No, I'm messing with you.
I was like, okay, well, I mean, Lady Salvo is really tough to hit. I will accept that as a reality.
The only question I have is if it's a ranged or a melee attack.
It will be a dodge, as it is using conjurations to summon chains and attack you.
All right, so my dodge then is currently at a 19, so he hit me by 2.
He hit you by 2, which is not good enough to get a bonus success. Your toughness, as I have it written down here,
9
is 9. So that means he is up 6 against you. So that will be a wound.
Ow.
And 2 shock. What would you like to do?
Soak. And, okay, that is a 19 plus 6 to my reality 16.
All right, so you have soaked the attack. At this point, the other sub runs away. You saw, remember, there were sounds of other things coming. Those seem to have dispersed, as if they are waiting in the shadows to see who asserts the law of dominance. Is it this Technodemon Alpha, or is it those who have sort of subjugated the creatures who currently reside in the Psychic Research Institute? So it is now your turns. You are stymied as soon as you take an error at the end of your action. For your action. Who is going first?
I defended.
So who is going first?
So I was asking earlier, I'm at -7 because of fear?
Yes.
So then I'd be at -9 because I'm now stymied?
The fear essentially makes you stymied, so I'm going to say you don't need to worry about both of those.
Okay, just wondered how far in the hole I was.
You're pretty far in the hole with a -7.
Yeah, I've been at -13. Can I spend this round continuing to try and unplug Archibald and kind of using myself to defend him as I'm trying to unplug him further?
Say that to me one more time, Genevieve.
So, wondering, I'm still trying to unplug Archibald, so spending this turn trying to unplug him, but positioning myself in such a way as to defend him while I'm doing so.
Yeah, I will allow that. That'll be a multi-action, so you will be at -9 for this, but go ahead and give me the roll. By the way, you are also grappled, by the way, Lady Salvo.
Really?
Yep.
Jeez,
the chains wrapped around you. You are flat-footed and may not move. On your turn, she may only attempt to break free.
Oh, that reminds me. I did want to play a card.
Oh, please do.
Flurry.
Right.
Jan, what would the roll be? I apologize.
So you're going to make one roll at -9 and apply that to both your computers to attempt to get him out of the simulation, and to, in this case, your dodge check to see if it increases your defense.
Okay. Is it then just so my the reason I'm asking is usually my computer rolls are favored.
You will. So the way I would say this is make the first roll, and that'll apply to both, and then make the additional roll for favored.
Ooh, first roll is a 10, so that explodes.
Good start.
And a 12, so that's 22. So that's a plus 8, so that cancels out most of my -9. So that would put my dodge at a 7 and my computer. Well, so that put my dodge at a 7.
Okay. So
What?
your defense will increase by 1, right? It can never decrease. So
I
got.
thought you got -7. He said you weren't
Because
additionally.
it's multi-attack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Multi-action. Yeah.
And then that was the better roll for computers. So
I think V is on a quest to find out just how many penalties she can get.
I appreciate you trying to break the system in the opposite way that most people try to break the system. So.
so the 11 stands for my computer's roll.
All right, so you are able to start to disconnect him. An 11 is a success, right? You are working towards that, but whatever they're doing here is sort of beyond kind of your initial estimate. Do you want to spend a possibility on it to re-roll, or to roll another d20 on that? Okay.
No, because I need to soak what I'm assuming is going to be a lot of damage.
Edith, all I have to say to you is there's a big monster, and it's sort of right in front of you.
I'm putting glory into the pit.
Bolts.
Which bolts?
Giant killer?
That seems like a reasonable response.
I mean, I think we know Edith has lost her temper.
It's on now.
That's right. As the GM, I am a little nervous about Edith losing her temper. So these will do +5 damage against large or greater targets, and I will let you know that this is a large target.
Yeah.
So you will also get +2 to your attack to hit them.
I get +2 to my attack,
Mm-hmm.
but I am also -2 because stymied.
Yes. So it's a net wash.
All right, that's okay. I can live with that. You know, you could have been so helpful.
I could have been, or your
No.
dice.
Dice jail.
Lily, do I need to send more dice to you?
No, it wasn't that bad a roll. It just, I mean, it could have been a better roll. So I'm spending one of my precious possibilities. 15.
A 15 hits its dodge with a normal success. So go ahead and give me the. So what's the base damage on your weapon? Plus 5.
13 plus 5 is 18.
Nice. That's a hell of a shot.
It's a very large opponent. I'm not sure how much.
All right, so you got an 18.
Correct.
Sure, Lily. Sure, Edith. All right, so Edith, even with an 18, you inflict 2 shock on this creature.
Whoa, mama.
It's a big.
Whoa.
It's a biggin. By the way, Maddie, you did get a leadership card.
That was gonna be my question.
I got you.
Yeah, that's for successfully defending.
And it kind of looks down at the scratch on its skin that slowly fills with pus and then kind of heals over, weeping like the suppurating wound that you would expect from a creature in Tharkold. Is that all that you have, little woman?
Whoa.
Oh crap! Well, Lapis rolled a natty 20, followed by a
Heyo.
second natty 20.
Heyo.
Followed
Glory.
by a third natty 20. I am
Woo,
not.
Glory.
I have a glory card in the pool.
I
Yeah.
have glory in play.
I feel like I need
So
to
do
I need to take a picture of this and show this.
Woo!
Come with me, players and chat. That there would be
Fondness
3
of
natural
despair.
20s and a 17. So that is a 77.
Nice.
Yes.
So plus 25 is plus 5. So she rolled an 18 plus 18 to hit.
I think
sorry.
I did him. Just barely got him, but yeah.
Lapis definitely got an outstanding success against this guy.
Yeah.
She says in this moment, go back to whatever pit spawned you. You face Storm Knights. Uh, 6, 10. Alright, 2 wounds and 4 shock. He will spend a possibility and soak most of it.
We got to do better, guys. We
All right.
can't let the NPC show us up.
Bullets flying from Lady Salvo's gun.
Those are my guns, she says.
Those are my guns. Next round, you take it to them. Heroes go first. Villain suffers a set. Oh, you get a flurry.
I did have a
Hey,
flurry.
Ross, why don't you flurry away?
I want to get out of the grapple.
All right, you will make a strength check to
Oh,
break.
also, I want to play Master Plan to pick up flurry again.
Works for me.
So I need to make a what check do I need to make?
It is an opposed test of strength with the captor. In this case, it would be versus the captor's conjuration, because that is what he used to create the. So it's a strength check for you.
Has to be strength, huh?
It's per the rules. Give me a reason to say something else.
No, I mean if that's what it is, that's what it is. I mean chains have wrapped around me. I mean I guess I was trying to think I was eeling my way out rather than like forcing my way out. But
If you want to
fair
spend
enough.
a possibility, I will allow you to use Dex for this roll.
Oh hell yes! I am nearly twice. I'm actually over twice as good at that. So yes, it's worthwhile.
All right.
Yeah. My powers make me a little more agile. So yeah, I'm gonna go for that. Okay, well that's a good start.
All right. I got a 24 in the conjuration to resist.
Okay, I got a 27 minus 2 for stymied is 25.
All right. So go ahead and narrate it for us.
Oh
Lady
no,
Salvo.
it's like I have to like flop over on the ground. It doesn't look easy. Okay, there's a lot of grunting and wiggling, and at one point you're pretty sure I'm doing the worm. I'm just like, right, and the chains just slowly slip down until she finally like kicks it free and stands up with demons. Just looks completely disgusted with the whole situation.
But the important part
that takes my turn, right?
is
to do that.
that takes your flurry, so you are free. It is now heroes go first, and villains. I hate to say this, but one, all the ampersands. Yes, she does still have Lady Salvo's guns, but two, the villains suffer a setback.
Whoa!
So while the
Nice.
heroes go, I will figure out what that is.
Wait, now does Lapis count as a villain or a hero in this case?
Unclear. Sure or not.
That is a really interesting point, and I think that for everything that has been going on, she still counts as a villain for this.
Okay, all right. Go ahead, you guys.
By the way, she said that the demon is fighting Storm Knights, as though she counted herself among us. I have questions.
You guys go ahead. I'm gonna take the last one because I did a flurry.
Attack and maneuver are approved actions.
Ooh, nice.
All right, so we're standing in a dungeon.
You're still in like the hub of a prison that was built in like the Cold War era. So yeah, you're standing in a dungeon.
Sure.
The only way this could be better if it was a former nuclear reactor.
That's right, right?
If it were a former nuclear reactor, I know where I would try to maneuver the demon.
Where are you raising the control rod, Edith?
Because my attack didn't do that much damage last time. I can do it. I mean, I have a second giant killer bolt, but
Okay, just to be clear, you do have a couple of options. You can do a called shot, which gives you up to +4 extra damage, and there is the all-out attack option as an idea. So, but that's going to make you easier to hit. So
yeah, all-out attack gives you +4 to your final roll, but you are very vulnerable, so you take a -4 to all defenses. The called shot is you would take a -2, -4, or -6, depending on where you're trying to hit. -6 would be you would shoot past his armor, or past its armor, so it wouldn't get its armor against the shot. And you would get +4 to the attack if it hits a vital area.
Plus damage, you mean?
Yeah, +4 to the damage, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
You can do both.
Am I still stymied?
You are no longer stymied. That was only for that round.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and sorry, I just chat pointed out all-out attacks only for melee. Never mind. Mer.
Go chat.
Phylacteries.
They're like a rules phylactery. And also a phylactery where I keep my possibility.
Oh, goodness.
Do you need time to ponder? We can have V step up.
If V has an idea, V should go.
He doesn't have any idea. Okay, here's the question. Do I keep trying to get Peacock free, so if we get him free, we can just book it? Or do we actually have to kill this thing?
I'm just the
personally,
GM.
myself, I do not know how many wounds this thing takes. And I'm not convinced we can kill it without Anton.
Okay. Then I will, Salvo, if you're in agreement, I will continue to try and get Archibald out.
Go for it. I'll hold them off.
So would it just be another computers roll, Jam?
Yes, give me a computer's roll.
At -7.
You know, just at a -7. It's better than your roll
It's totally
last.
mine!
It's better than last round.
Okay, so I rolled a 16.
There's a +3.
-7. Yeah, but -7 is an 11, so +0. So it's just my straight computers, which is 12.
All right. So with the second, with your second successful roll, the helmet sort of disengages, and as it splits down the center, and as the steel pulls back, you can see that the nodes that the cables were all attached to definitely go into Peacock's skull. One more success, and you should be able to disengage him from whatever is going on.
Okay.
Edith,
Great.
this thing towers above. You can kind of see it flexes a little bit. It has a little bit of fear in its eyes as Lady Salvo sort of squirms free of its chains. And I'm going to say that its setback, just so you know, is that it is unable to cast magic this turn because it is sort of shocked by Lady Salvo's sudden freeing of itself. So it cannot cast any of the sweet, sweet spells that it has.
It's never
So you're
seen
saying
someone do
it's-
the worm before.
Well, I'm
That's
going
right.
to say disturbed by Lady Salvo's worm on the floor.
Yes, let's just call it for what it is. It was the worm that caused the setback, and
Technodemon's one weakness is breakdancing.
if you dance without rhythm, you will most likely do the worm. So,
Sweet Jesus.
I got a Fat Boy Slim and a Dune reference. It's 2 for 1 where I come from. Edith, you are up.
All right. I think that I'm just going to attack again and hope that circumstances change.
All right, go for it.
I suspect that a 10 does not hit.
A 10 does not, but you're only 2 off. Do you have a card? Do you have a possibility to spend?
I have an action card.
That'll get you
I
plus
don't
3.
remember what these cards do off the top of my effing head.
Which card?
Action.
Action is
JM, I'm gonna do critical moment and play flurry and supporter.
okay.
So that's plus 3 to any other character's total.
All right,
But
and
that flushes my hand too. So.
and then supporter does?
Plus 3 to any other character's total.
Okay, so that gets you to a hit. You will only do shock at this point, but if you would like to spend action, does supporter actually let you redraw? Ross,
What?
does supporter let you redraw?
No. I critical moment.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought
That was
you
the
said
only
you-
way.
I thought you
It was
said
the
you-
only way I could get the card out of my hand and into play.
All right, so it will allow you to hit. So Edith, first of all, question: Did you include the plus 2 from it being large?
No.
So you hit with so you will hit with a 12 with Lady Salvo's critical moment. If you also play your action, which will give you plus 3, you will hit with a good success, which will give you a die of damage on top of what you're rolling.
Okay, deal.
All right, go for it.
So yeah, Lady Salas, you can do it, Edith.
Base damage of 18, yes?
Yes, base damage of 18.
And I am rolling a d6 for
Mhm.
damage,
Yep.
not a d20.
Sadly, not a d20.
That is upsetting. 22.
22. All right. Your bolt hits, and combined with Lady Salvo's encouragement and your just desire for action, it drives into the side of the creature. Lady Salvo, it is your turn, but that's the last of your giant killing bolts.
Yes.
All right. I'm free. I'm standing. I'm going to face Lapis and look her in the eye.
Okay, she turns to look at you.
I still have reality search for the rest of the scene, so I'm still like tuned in to the Dial Empire, and the law of drama is still in effect. So it's a very everything seems to kind of go quiet as we're just sort of looking at each other at close range. And she can hear me even though I'm not speaking very loudly because it's dramatic.
It is dramatic.
And I will say, Lapis, we are facing literal demons. We are on the precipice of damnation. And I ask myself, how do you define hell? Here's what I think. Hell is seeing yourself at the moment you die and seeing the you that could have been. It's not too late for you, sister. And I'll offer her her guns back.
Oh, sweet. I was going to do that as well, so I feel like that is... All right, in a dramatic moment, Lapis tosses her pistols to Lady Salvo, and they switch back. Lady
Yes.
Salvo, the weight of the pistols in your hand feels good. Like they were identical, but your hands know these pistols better than they knew the ones that they just held. The possibilities in this scene are endless. And I'm going to give every one of the Storm Knights one possibility for the dramatic effect that just happens. In the Nile Empire, one of the laws allows all heroes to have an extra destiny card. We're going to kind of work it so that you guys just gain a possibility instead. So, Lady Salvo, that did not take your action.
You complete me. All right. Well, I kind of feel like it should, but I did play a flurry card, so it's fine. I kind of feel like that should be an action to do that.
I'm going to give this one to you. It's dramatic. Okay. It fed into the laws. It was a moment between Nile Empire, Storm Knight, and Stormer. So it just was this natural move. She tossed the pistols up. You kind of tossed them to the side.
Okay. Well, what I'd like to do is actually is if she is no longer a villain, then she also has an action, and I'd like to team up with her to shoot this thing at the same time.
Okay. How would you like to see that? How would you like to see that happen?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do then. Instead, all right, go ahead and give me your attack roll.
Okay. I will be called shotting for the +4.
Okay.
And he's a +2 to hit, so that's
a +2 to hit.
All told. Okay.
And
I'll burst just to make it a -1. So if you have two pistols that are single shot semi-auto, you can fire them both as if it was a one step higher, which would be a burst, which is +1 to hit and damage. On that. So is it to hit and damage or is it just hit?
Rapid fire?
Yeah.
Rapid fire is a +2 bonus to hit.
Yeah, it's just a hit. That's what I thought. Okay. Virginitis. All right. So yeah. Cool. So here's my roll at -0, actually, if it's +2. Wow, that's straight up. Because he's really big.
He is really big.
And all right, well, it's that's a natural 1, but I'm favored when I use fire combat. So we'll take the 7. That'll be fine.
So -2 total.
Which makes it a grand total of 20.
All right. So normally that would not be good enough for an outstanding success. But working in tandem with Lapis, who does use the maneuver action, she fires her bullets kind of across the brow of the creature. Oh, Lily, you had a successful attack action. You get willpower.
I was going to wait until after you were done, but
and,
yes, thank you.
Rally for Lady Salvo.
Sweet.
So she made this Technodemon vulnerable. So Lady Salvo, you have an outstanding success working in tandem with Lapis.
That's teamwork, baby. All right, well, that's 8 on the dice, so 14 for the gun, +8's 22, +4 for the called shot is 26 AP2.
26 AP2 is up 6 on this guy's toughness, which would be a wound and 2 shock. I think it's going to spend a possibility to attempt to soak.
I would.
Oh, it got a 4.
Oh.
-6, which drops it from a 15 to a 9. So it will take the wound and 2 shock.
How does it feel, you alpha demon?
All right. So, and I gave you the rally. The setback for Lapis is at this point, you see both of the slides kick back on her guns.
Did she give me a dirty look, like a really dirty look?
She definitely gives you. She just looks at you, and if eyes were daggers, she would have stabbed into your heart.
Here's the response: is I just kind of shrug.
All right, so Lapis, that is her setback. We've established that the setback for the Technodemon is that it may not use magic this round. And so, it is going to make a multi-attack to try and grab Lapis and Lady Salvo. Kind of hit them. You see It's got these collars around its forearms, and as it rears back, they slam back towards its elbows, and you get the feeling that if it connects with you, those metal brackets are going to slam forward into whatever it connects with. It has Whirlwind, so it takes no penalty for the first multi-attack. 17, up 4. Alright, so that is a 21.
God damn it. Against who? Both of us?
Against both of you. It connects with Lapis.
That's up 3 on me.
Alright, so it is base damage against both of you. Again, Lapis and Lady Salvo seem to move with the same strange grace. However, they are both equivocal glass cannons. And so it is going to inflict on. So it doesn't get any bonus dice, but it is going to inflict on Lady Salvo. It is up 10.
Holy
on
Moses.
you. Yeah, it's
Ow.
22. So 2 wounds and 4 shock, and 2 wounds and 4 shock on Lady Salvo.
And Lapis.
And Lapis. And it is also staggering, which means you are stymied. You are both stymied after it hits.
Yeah, this is the first time Lady Salva's gonna scream. Because that hurt a lot.
Lapis is spending one of her few remaining possibilities. Do you have any possibilities? Are you soaking?
I'm just gonna take it this time.
All right, Lady Salvo takes it. Lapis, blood for the first time splatters the ground where Lady Salvo takes the hit. Lapis, however, it hits and you kind of see her. She seems to roll with it, do a backflip, and stand up. It is now the next action. Into the fire. Ah. All right, heroes go first. Oh, hold on, sorry. The Technodemon Alpha has what is known as Insidious.
No!
Discard a destiny card from each target's pool when they successfully perform an approved action. So, Lady Salvo, one of the cards in your pool, this demon hits you so hard that it knocks one of the cards out of your pool.
You mean my only card?
Your only card out of the pool. Heroes have to check for Surge, but you will go first. Intimidate and Taunt are the approved actions. Who would like to go first?
I have a crazy idea.
I like crazy.
Go for it.
Crazy idea time. Go for
That's
it.
right.
So I would like to play Flurry if possible.
Is it in
And
your
what-
pool?
Yes.
Okay.
Play that flurry like you're a Dairy Queen.
And what I would like to do, at -9, kids, is remove the head cap from Peacock, and from the table, do a running leap and try and plant it on the Technodemon's head, pins and all.
Okay. So that'll be a multi-action. Computers.
Well,
to
and that's why I
remove.
was, yeah.
Oh no! So you're gonna do it with a flurry. So it would be after after everyone else gets to go. All right. Give me your computer action. We'll start there.
So I'm only at -7 because I'm not multi-attack.
Only.
Ooh, I'm gonna spend a possibility because both of those suck. Whopping whole lot better. Okay, so a 9 and an 8 was a 17. So shoot, I don't think I have enough. So that's +4, so that gets me to 16. So that gets me only to 9 on the computer's roll.
All right. It's not quite good enough to succeed removing that. Does anyone have a card that they could play to help?
Oh no,
Not Lady Salvo. She got hit really hard, and all of the cards came flying out. Were they up your sleeve?
He knocked the cards right out of my hand.
What?
This is a
willpower
mind action.
adds 3 to your charisma, mind, spirit, or related skill total.
Oh, it is a mind. It is
Is
a
it?
mind roll.
Okay, great. Willpower.
Okay.
So that gets me to a 12.
All right, so you pull it, like you gingerly pull the helmet out the rest of the way, and you can see the little bit of blood and some other fluid as these like 1/8 of an inch, spikes come free of Archibald's head, and he just collapses unconscious on the table that he is strapped to. Edith.
Okay.
Lady Salvo.
I will taunt the demon.
Yay! Good choice.
Because it's an approved action, and I am out of giant killer bolts.
All right, go for it. What do you say? Like this is important.
What do I say?
Yeah.
I want to say something. No, I say, where I come from, the monsters are something. Somebody give me inspiration here.
Scarier?
Monsters.
Fuzzier?
You could say something like, "Hell doesn't scare me, and neither you."
Yeah. I think the only appropriate thing to say here, Lily, is that vampires sparkle, and so do I.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, wait. I say wrong kind of sparkle.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Give me your taunt roll.
Interesting. I do not succeed.
The Technodemon Alpha looks at you quizzically, as if it's more confused than taunted.
That's fine. It was not a very good taunt.
Chat, you let us down. No, I'm just kidding. You never let us down. Lady
It's not their
Salvo,
fault.
you clearly hear Lapis kind of touches what seems to be almost a flesh-colored wire that kind of runs along her jaw.
So that's how she does it.
And she says,
That's how she does it.
yep, she says, Tyrannic, are you there? Now would be a time for an exit.
All right. Well, I'm bleeding. I'm very badly hurt and stymied.
Yes.
This is a fun day. Let me tell you.
The best kind. The higher the negative number, the better.
Well, I will. God bless Reality Surge, because this card is just awesome. I'm still like super dramatic because I
That's
got
right,
the
you totally
Vampire
are.
Mojo. So I will dramatically out of the side of the camera frame. I will step into the path between the demon and V to keep him away, because I said I would hold him off, and I'll level both guns at this thing, and I'll say, this place that you come from is a lot like what we call hell, a place where you have to either eat, and then I'll click the hammers back, or be eaten. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do the called shot and burst,
Go for it.
because I need it. Because I'm at -2 wound and -4. I'm at a total -8 penalty right now. His size and the burst make it just -4.
Okay.
So thank God for that. Thank God for that. Sorry, my dice are trying to kill me. That's a natural 1. I'm favored on fire combat.
To remind, I need a surge check from Edith and Genevieve as well, and then after
surge.
You'll need to give me a surge.
Okay, well that's a 2.
So I think you are still fine because you are not carrying things that are massively contradictive.
Yeah, I don't break my own reality.
You don't.
It just means if I roll a 1.
Yeah, you're looking. I'm looking for 1s.
Right.
You're looking for a 2 through 20. V.
All right, so the
18.
Favorites.
Okay.
17. All right, so I have 2 possibilities left, and thanks to the law of drama, I could spend both of them on this roll. So I'm going to
go for it.
double check how this works in Nile Empire. I believe is it you can spend both, or hang on, I've just got it. Okay, so the law of action, immediately after spending a possibility on an action, getting a total, you can spend another possibility and take the better of 2. So that's how that works.
Yep.
All right. So first possibility, yeah, that was a 4. So we're spending the second to get the better one. Okay, that's a 20. That's an 8. So 28 and 17 is 30. 45? 45, yeah.
Yeah, that's a plus 12.
Plus 12 to I'm at -4, so that would be an 18. 30.
30. You know what? I guess I will count that as an outstanding success. Your bullets find weak points, and blood and pus come erupting out of the creature's chest, where you catch it, but where its Zan endoskeleton kind of comes together.
5 and a 5, so that's a 10. So 10, 14 plus 4, that's 28 AP2.
28 AP2 is up by 8, so that's a wound and 2 shock. We're gonna try and soak this because he's already taken 2 wounds. All right. It soaks it, but it uses its third possibility.
Okay, so out of possibilities and out of bullets, I will put my guns away and assume a fighting stance.
Like Marquis of Queensberry rules, like elbows up?
Yeah, just elbows up.
All right. It is the villain's turn. Lapis looks at you, looks at the creature. Multi-action, she pulls her last 2 clips out and she tosses them at Lady Salvo and takes off running.
Oh, classic.
She maneuvers past the Alpha, sliding under its legs, sliding on what goo and blood have kind of painted this area. Making the Technodemon Alpha vulnerable, so you guys, you will have an additional +2 to hit him. And standing up, and she slams her hand into the control panel of the elevator, and you can hear, like, the cage start to rumble as it descends. "Wrap this up, Lady Salvo," is what she calls out. The Technodemon, however, comes at Lady Salvo and Edith. 1 roll. Ooh, a 7. That's not super great. I don't know that I'm going to hit. If only the GM had prepared a card in advance that had all of these things so he could see if it hit. All right, so melee weapons, -2, will hit Edith and will miss Lady Salvo because it drops from a 17. Yeah, from a 17 to a 15. Edith, it catches you right sort of here-ish. No, it punches you right in the chest, and you feel the initial impact, and then those sliders come forward, and Edith gets knocked back several feet. Edith, that will hit you. It is up by enough to get a die roll. And that's an infinity.
Oh.
So 10 extra points of damage brings the total to 32, Edith. So Edith's that's up by 20. You're going to need to soak that because that is 4 wounds and 8 shock.
Yes, obviously.
Mamma mia.
This is not ideal. Oh, that's okay though.
And you're stymied.
12?
So 12 will reduce that to 3 wounds and no shock.
Well, that's
Yay.
great because I have wounds to give? Question mark.
How many wounds do you have? You haven't taken any wounds at this point, correct?
I think I don't have any wounds, so
All right,
I have.
so you were
total
down.
wounds.
Yes, so you're at -3 to everything you do.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not great. Let's be real, but.
All right, showdown.
Wait, do I get my flurry?
Oh, you do get your you get your flurry.
Okay,
Very low.
so she's gonna climb up on the table that Archibald was on. And she is going to vault and using Lady Salvo's shoulder to get a little extra height, gonna reach up and try and ram this down on his head.
Yes! Yes! What a great idea.
What do I roll for that?
Very high.
Yeah, that's the answer we're looking for. I'm going to say this is. I would accept unarmed combat.
Okay.
Or maneuver.
Let's see. Ooh, unarmed combat's higher. Okay. And then I have a +2 to hit him, correct?
You're actually technically at a +4 because it is large. Hold on. Let's walk through this whole thing.
Okay.
You're at +4 because it is large and he is vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
You are at -4 because of the cold shot to its head.
Okay.
So you are at a straight roll plus whatever is you are very scared of this thing and you are wounded. So it's a roll at -7.
Okay.
It's a great plan. I love it.
Someone's saying I should do all out, but wouldn't that put me even further in the negatives?
No, all-out attack would say that you would get an additional +4, but that your defenses would all be at -4 for the next round. So basically, if this doesn't work, you are squishy and taste good with ketchup.
Okay.
That's true anyway, though.
That is true anyway. That drops it to a -3.
Right.
And here's the thing, I'm pretty sure the person advising you is one of the designers on the game. So...
Take that as you will.
Take that as you will.
The -3 would be nice.
Granted, I'm almost entirely positive.
Jeez.
Alright, I don't think he designed the creature that you're fighting, so... I don't think he has any more vested interest aside from seeing the horseman right away.
Right.
I don't think they'd steer us wrong.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it for the -3.
All out.
Alright. Scream on your lips. You plant that foot in the back of Lady Salvo, leaping up into the air. With whatever this is, you still haven't identified it.
But it's pointy.
I mean, yes.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe he's out of
Okay.
possibilities.
So that's a 17. So that gets me to 4. -3 gets me to 1. Unarmed combat, that would be an 11. I think I'm gonna spend my last possibility.
All right, his dodge is 12.
Okay.
So.
Okay. It's better work. Okay. Come on, big money, go Emmys.
I have faith.
The chat is really pulling for you here.
Okay. So, question. Does a 1 still count on a possibility?
Nope, a 1 always counts as a 10.
Okay, so then that gets me to 27.
That's
So
a
that's-
+9.
So that's a +9. -3 is 6, so that's 16 to hit. And as I jam it down on his head, I yell, "Assimilate this!"
Yes!
And just jam it as hard as I can down onto his head, and then hopefully gracefully tumble off behind him.
All right.
We have engaged the cyber demon.
The cyber demon. The cyber demon goes rigid, and kind of like you jam it in. You can see blood start to flow, and then the two whoosh, whoosh, like against its head, and it goes rigid and stands still, and does not seem to move anymore.
Let's get out of here. So we need to get Archie, and we need to go.
And Anton. Don't forget Anton.
And Anton, both the A's.
Do we need both of them? I mean...
This...
He can only play one character, right?
That's right. This party only has room for one PC with a name that starts with A, played by Mark.
Oh, is my lackey still in the hall?
Yeah, he has definitely soiled himself and has locked himself in one of the cages.
No, Alesky, we have to go. I'm gonna try and start dragging Archibald. I'm not very strong.
I have watched their back. There is no one coming down this hallway. The door opens and Lapis throws the things to the side. We have to go.
Yeah, I'm dragging. I'm dragging as fast as I can.
Who are you dragging?
I'm assuming I'm closest to Archie, because I just freed him. Yeah.
I grab Anton.
Are you grabbing at least what parts of the cyber papacy hacker that you can, Edith?
Yeah?
They probably have good tech. We need...
It's not an impressive effort, but...
All right.
I can give you Archie and take the pieces, if that's easier.
People are more important than vengeance. Let's go.
All right. As you get in, Lapis slams the door, turns the old-style lever, and the thing starts to run up. We have to get out of here fast. No, you don't understand. That control helmet that you just jammed on that thing, they were using it to train Technodemon subs. You've just put all of the subs in the facility under that Alpha's control. And the thing slowly rises up. Is there anything you guys want to be doing right now? First aid checks?
Running?
What'd you say?
Running?
You're in an elevator.
We're in an elevator.
So you can do laps if you want.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get off?
That's right. And of course, it's like
I'll look at Lapis. I am going to do a first aid check on myself, but I will look at Lapis and say, do you feel that weight? Do you feel that responsibility on your soul once more? That's justice.
So give me your medicine roll or your first aid roll.
Yeah, I'm no good at this.
I was gonna say,
does
can you do it if you
medicine?
don't have it?
You can attempt it. It is a straight mind check.
All right. Well, okay, that's a 13, so that's a +1. I'm a -2 for my wounds, so that's -1. No, sorry, it's a right because no. Does the penalties apply to the roll or the result?
The penalties apply to the result.
Okay, so I'm total -1, which gives me a 7.
Do you have anything?
I'm dabbing. I got like a handkerchief out, and I'm just like, it's just turning red.
Lapis will say, "Don't they teach you anything?" And she binds off one of your wounds, and you definitely you recover 1 wound, Lady Salvo.
Cool.
Genevieve, did you make a mind check?
I did, but I'm so far in the negatives that a 3's it's not going to get me anywhere.
Edith,
I'm at -3. Yes.
you are at -3.
So an 11.
An 11 will reduce your wound penalty by 1.
Great. I can be at -2.
All right. You guys hear the sound of metal shearing above you, and as you kind of look up through this old cargo elevator, you can see several Technodemon subs come pouring into the elevator shaft, and they land with a sickening crunch, and they don't seem to move, but then you hear more thuds coming from above. I'm going to need one of those clips back.
Question.
Yeah, that's fair.
Actually, 2 questions.
2 answers!
Is everyone in the party wearing rubber-soled boots?
I like to believe so.
Shoes, but yes.
Okay. 2, is this like a traditional, just straight metal?
Yeah, this
elevator?
is an old school like metal elevator.
Cool. So if I like pull out an electric cord and put it to the side of the elevator, would it zap the Technodemons? And in theory, not us, because we're wearing rubber shoes.
Give me a straight mind roll.
Electrical warfare roll.
A straight mind roll, you
Give
said?
me a straight mind roll.
Do you mind?
Nope.
By the way, the chat gave you a standing ovation there, Genevieve, for that.
No, I do not make the mind roll.
And Mr. Furious, you did guess the it is hell, because the elevator music is the song that you identify. All right, so you unplug your deck. You're trying to rewire the current, and it's just not working. And you can see the metal is starting to be pulled back. And you, Lady Salvo, you are standing close enough, and it is still the law of drama. So you can you're not sure how, but you can kind of hear the crackling of the radio, and you hear this guttural voice as if the mouth was not human. We are almost there. The storm is fading.
That's not good. So, JM, something I wanted to do was,
Yes.
since Lapis and I both have 1 clip each,
Yes.
I thought it'd be really cool if we in sync at the same time.
Oh
loaded
yeah,
one gun.
it's dramatic. You both pull the slides back at the same time.
Yeah.
One of you named Justin.
Nice.
Not because I am highly amused by that, but I will give you a possibility for that one. All right, the 3.
Wait, who's getting the possibility?
I'm gonna give it to V, not just for the comment, but for the incredibly daring do of the helmet. All right, the 3 Technodemon subs pull open the roof of the elevator. You can see just beyond them, maybe 2-3 rounds away, the top of the elevator shaft. Now, unfortunately, the GM drew Showdown, which says heroes go first and they get a flurry.
Whoa!
And it's Trick. So,
Nice.
that was the one that I was about to roll, but then Genevieve was like, I got flurry, and I'm going to stab this thing in the head. So I'm keeping the card that I pulled. You guys are up first.
How many subs can we see?
Just the 3. They all open their mouths at the same time, and that same voice of the Alpha comes through their voice boxes.
Bang, bang, bang.
I don't like it.
I'm hitting all 3.
Food in a can.
So I'm at a -1 penalty for wound.
Okay.
And it's -4 to target 3 guys. So it's -5 all told.
They basically have light cover from the roof of the. Which will affect not your to hit. It'll affect their armor.
All right, here we go.
They do pull out Alpha sprayers. So.
Well, I'm going to take the first roll this time because it's a 19.
You know what? That seems like a good decision on your part, Lady Salvo.
Which is a +6 to my 22, which would be a 28 -5 would be a 23 versus their dodge.
A 23 versus their dodge of 12. So that's an outstanding success on all 3.
All right, it's roll damage individually, right?
Roll damage individually. Your armor piercing will be negated by their cover.
Oh, okay. I got an infinity and 2 4s, so that's 13, 27 on the first guy.
10. All right.
Second guy gets off easy. He gets 19. And the third guy gets off even easier with a 17.
All right. The first round you put in, you thread it through the twisted metal, and put a bullet right in the sub's head. And as it stumbles back, you notice that there's just enough room on either side of the elevator that you see its body tumble past. As it then kicks off several things, you can hear it as it falls to the ground. The other 2 are shocked, but not hurt.
Boring conversation anyway, I say.
I've seen that one too. Edith, you're up. Or Genevieve, your choice.
I will shoot them with just a regular bolt.
Okay.
What am I looking at here? 16.
16. All right. A 16 is enough to hit them for base damage. What's the base damage on your weapon?
Pause. No, never mind. Carry on. Sorry.
You can spend a possibility or a card. It is...
So the base damage on the weapon is 13.
All right, so that will only do a point of shock to them. Do you want to try and up the... do you have a possibility to increase your roll or a card that would increase your roll?
I have a possibility.
You can spend it if you like. It is up to you.
I will spend it. 18?
I just want to say, so an 18 is enough to get a bonus die of damage. And I just want to say the chat all gets a possibility because all of these changes of music in the elevator, if I could play them right now, I would because they're fantastic.
I have rolled the wrong die. It's not an 18. You want me to roll another d20?
Another d20, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do math. Yeah, so it is an 18, in fact. I'm prophetic.
All right, roll your 1 bonus die of damage. So we're starting at a 13.
Plus 5, so it's an 18.
All right. All right, so Lily's bolt catches it in the shoulder, and it staggers back, not taken out, but very wounded. Genevieve.
Okay. Am I allowed to try again?
Sure.
Okay, sweet. So we said this was just a straight mind roll?
Straight mind roll.
Mind!
Do you
10, that
Do
explodes.
you have any points in science? Because I'd also allow a science. Science roll.
Nope.
Science!
Science!
It was a 10, so
That'll
that explodes. Ooh,
She
that's
might blind
19.
So a 29 gets you to plus 9.
9, so, but I'm still at -7.
No, you're not at the... The scene was over with the Technodemon Alpha, so you were only
so then
at a
I'm only
-3.
at minus... So that's still +6. So that gets me to a 15.
All right, so that will hit the other 2 subs.
I'll just be like, don't touch the walls.
So at this point, your cyber deck, I'm going to say you can't use it until you have a scene to repair it. But you have pulled all of the current that is powering your cyber deck and poured it into the walls of the elevator. What is your base mind?
9.
9? All right, so Maddie, I'm going to let you roll a d6 of bonus damage. Tell me what you get.
Okay. 2.
So 11. All right. So the current travels up, dealing shock to both Technodemons, but more importantly, it makes both of them stymied as they kind of you stagger them with your electrical current. Now they get to go, and then you guys get to go again. So, the subs are just going to take shots. There are only 3 left. One of them is definitely going at Lady Salvo because she's the one who killed one of their buddies. The other one is going to go at Edith because the Technodemon Alpha remembers her. So, Lady Salvo, that's a 3. I'm not sure. Anything -6 hits Lady Salvo.
Out of range.
And a 2. I'm guessing that a 6 doesn't hit your dodge there, Edith. So it is back to my heroes, the 2 subs. You can actually hear the Technodemon Alpha cursing at the subs, berating them, saying this is why you are subs and you are worth nothing more than to be crushed underfoot by someone. And they actually start like turning to each other and berating each other in the same voice with the same words as you guys get your flurry. What do you do?
I'll tell Edith I'll take the one on the right. If she'll take the one on the left. Does that sound okay?
I have to reload.
Oh, okay. Well then,
I can try and shoot one.
I'm reloading.
All right. So yeah, I'll tell V. I'll take the one on the right.
Okay.
And 1 bullet, no extra charge. So I'm only at a -2 for my wounds this time, Jam. So I will. I'll go ahead and take the called shot for damage. So it's -6.
Go for it.
That first roll, that was another natural 1. I swear to God, these dice are trying to kill me. Favored. All right, I got an 8, which is a -2. So that's a total -8 off of 22, which would be 14.
A 14 will hit, but only by up 2. So it is a standard success.
Okay, fair enough. Well, that's 18 damage. And AP2, because I will assume he will actually, with the called shot, it won't be cover.
That's correct. Called shot, no cover, and AP2. So what did you say your base damage was 18?
Yeah.
So up. All right, and then Edith, what did you get?
You mean V?
Oh, V.
So this would be energy weapons. Okay.
Yep. Bullets, you can see a couple spark off, but 2 of them hit the Technodemon in the chest, and it goes stumbling back and slumps to the ground.
I did not roll high enough with my -3.
There is now a huge hole, or a small hole, that's kind of slag and drops molten metal on the ground. Edith, third action or second action. What do you got?
I'm reloading.
All right.
Because I shot 3 bolts.
Reversal. Heroes go first. My last villain is fatigued. One guy.
Wasn't sure who that
hold
was
on.
going poorly for, but apparently it's not us. Yay!
That's right. One left. One act. Or who's going first? Is I guess what I'm trying to stumble through and say.
Now that I have reloaded, I would like to take a multi-action because I took whirlwind and I can shoot them without penalty.
Well, there's only one left, I think.
There's only one
Yeah.
left.
Well, that's a shame. That's fine. I will shoot it anyway. Maybe I will shoot it twice. Oh, that's a 20.
Woo! Good
That's
start.
I mean,
I'm listening.
so just so you know, whirlwind applies to melee weapons, but a natural 20 is a good roll.
Really? It
Yeah.
just says ignore 2 points to multi-target. Oh, maybe I took it for something else. But anyway, yeah, that's a. Let's see, I can do math. Because I'm still at -2 for wounds. That's an 18.
Did you roll again with the 20? Okay, so an 18 is enough to get a bonus die of damage.
Great.
These guys are hard to hit.
They're 12.
No, that's high. That's high.
16.
16. All right, with that, the last of the Technodemons falls as the elevator kind of...
Nice.
The one that you shot, Lily, kind of stepped back, and one of the braking pads kind of spears through.
Gross.
As goo comes down through the hole that you have all kind of ripped in there, the doors open up, and you can see that something has come through here. Just the scientists of the Psychic Research Institute, at least those on this main floor, those white walls with the bright lights that lined the ceiling of the hallways, are coated in blood and gore. But you can see the door that you came through, and Lapis is like, "I've got a chopper! Go, go, go!"
Oopsie poopsie.
Are you telling us to get to the chopper?
She kind of looks at you completely straight-faced. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Come with me if you want to live.
Here's the question, though. Do we really want to get in a chopper with Lapis?
Yes, we need to get out.
It's either
But
that or
don't we have someone parked out front?
it's either that or stay here.
Isn't our convoy still parked out front, or did they leave? See, Armand. Okay, I'm gonna run towards the door and look for our cars.
You can definitely hear the sounds of things crawling up the elevator shaft after you.
Running and kind of dragging Archibald behind me.
They'll be okay. We have to get out. We have to look out for those who can't look out for themselves. And I'm gonna grab Anton and go for wherever Lapis is telling me to go.
All right, as you burst free from the facility, you can see that the reality storm has just torn through this place. The depot where you drove where Armando was waiting for you, where it was, you can see that most of the concrete has been turned into tree roots, and there are giant redwoods kind of coming up out of the ground. They've broken through the concrete there. But there is the gray sky of Tharcold, like snow is still blowing in, and there is a large cargo chopper sitting in the midst. There are several people in just kind of green balaclavas, tactical armor, and they have been they have laid down cover fire, and they have suppressed most of the Tharcold guards. There is an Adinos, one of the lizard people of the living land, who is waving at you as you guys go running towards it.
Now Greg will tell you it's pronounced Adinos.
Adinos. Well, thank you.
I'm gonna try and. Do we still have
Adinos.
our? I'm gonna try and radio Armand real quick. Armand, are you alive? That can't be good. Okay, I'll keep running.
All right.
Yeah, my plan is get on the chopper with Anton and put him in as quickly as possible. I'll tell Edith I've got 3 bullets left. I think we have to get out if we can.
I agree.
All right. As you get to the chopper, the Adinos starts helping you take the wounded and kind of laying them down sort of gently in the back of the chopper. And Lapis, Tyrannic, And she kind of grasps his hand as she pulls up, and the chopper starts lifting up into the air. So you got out. Did you get it? No. I wasn't able to find it. But I did find these four. They keep turning up. I see that you got Archibald and Spectacles out. Yeah, I didn't expect to see them, but revenge is sweet.
She may have found something far more valuable, I'll say. Kind of
Lapis
watching
looks
her.
at you and smiles a wicked little grin as you start to pull away from the Psychic Research Institute. She's like, Tyrannic, take the Storm Knight's weapons. They will be going with us. Tyrannic looks and takes a step forward and says, I'm sorry. And he looks at the three of you. And he grabs Lapis and throws her out of the chopper.
What? Oh, crap.
Change of plans. Delphi Council's orders.
Oh,
And he looks at
no.
the three of you and says, I'm Tyrannic. Sadie and MC Fang sent me. And we're going to pause here. And actually, next week we're going to have a special... The Horsemen, you guys are going to have a week off as we introduce a new Horseman. The Adinos Tyrannic. How did he meet Sadie? How does Sadie know what's going on with Lapis? And how did Tyrannic get here? You will find all of that out next week. And then in 2 weeks, we will pick up in the chopper as the Horsemen fly away.
If I may suggest one thing really
Please
quick,
do.
Is sort of the last, the fade out is Lady Salvo's no, and then the bass below is just boiling with subs.
Oh yeah,
out
they
like
just
a
pour
wave.
out of the...
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for playing. This was a tense... By the way, for all of the Torg GMs who are watching this either now or in the future, the third book has so much good stuff. Thank you all. Again, we're gonna give you guys just a week off. We're gonna have a new player with Tyrannic. We're gonna introduce him to the Torg setting and system. It's gonna be a fresh eyes. So if you have people who want to learn Torg and want to see it through sort of a new player's eyes, next week is a great episode for that. But we're going to dovetail everyone back together in 2 weeks, and it's going to be awesome. Check out all of the other great shows that you can find on the Ulysses International channel, including a return to the Oh Boy on Thursday night with Captain Calypso Mars and Jexa and Alestra and the other people from Comes the Inquisitor. So Ronan G, Thalasia, played by Maddie, until we can get Gemma back from Operation Ravenwatch. If none of this makes sense, go check out the Fading Suns channel, our playlist on the Ulysses International channel. We will be back with all of that, and Inquisitor Flint. And then, as soon as that arc wraps up, I do believe that we established that the Oh Boy did pick up Lady Perpetua, and so Perpetua, you will be joining us, Lily, on Thursday nights again. Check out Campfire Tales or Campfire Chats with Ross and I. We are making characters for Myth. This week's is Ross's character, and it is a great one. Tune in, check that out, and check out all of the great shows that Ulysses International has to offer. Chat, as always, thank you so much. Thank you to our producer, JD, who takes the chat comments and puts them in front of us so that we can all laugh. Anytime you guys see us laugh and nothing has been said, we're probably reading something from the chat. So enjoy a free possibility from me. I can't promise that your GMs will allow you to spend it, but know that it's there. And we will see you all in a week for more Torg. Thank you for watching. Thank you all for playing. I am JM the GM. This is the Ulysses International channel. We will be back on Thursday with Fading Suns.